You know that feeling when you realize you've stopped doing something you used to do all the time, but you can't remember when you stopped? That happened to me recently. I was going about my day and I realized I wasn't waiting for something to go wrong. I wasn't bracing. I wasn't running through all the ways this could fall apart. I was just here. And I thought, when did that happen? I used to do that constantly. Something good would happen, and immediately I'd start planning for when it would end. Someone would be kind and I'd start preparing for them to leave. I'd have a peaceful moment and I'd already be tense about what would interrupt it. I thought I was being smart, protecting myself, but really, I was just exhausted. I didn't realize how tired I was until I wasn't doing it anymore. And I can't tell you the exact day it stopped. It just happened. Slowly. Through all the boring stuff I'd been doing, getting up early, taking that walk, working on something I actually cared about, showing up for myself in small ways that didn't feel significant at the time. And my body must have been keeping score, because somewhere along the way, it decided it was safe to let go. I stopped needing to check with everyone else before I made a decision. I stopped asking for permission to trust my own instincts. I just started feeling comfortable in my own skin, in my own life, like I was finally allowed to be here. There's something that happens when you stop waiting for everything to fall apart. Life becomes simpler, not easier necessarily, but simpler, because you're not adding layers of protection and strategy on top of everything. You're just living it. I think about the version of me from a few years ago, how tightly wound I was, how much energy I spent managing things that weren't even problems yet, how I'd test people just to see if they'd stay. I wasn't a bad person. I was just scared. And I don't know when that fear loosened its grip. I just know that it did. Not because I conquered it, but because I kept showing up, even when it felt pointless, even when there was no proof it was working. And my body noticed. It noticed I wasn't abandoning myself. It noticed I was still here, even when things got hard. And slowly, it started to relax. Started to believe that maybe stability could stay. That I could hold good things without them disappearing. I wish I could tell you the exact moment it happened. But it wasn't a day. It was 100 small days. 100 mornings where I got up and did the thing. 100 moments where I stayed instead of ran. And somewhere in all that, I stopped needing to prove it. I just knew. In a quiet, settled way. Like finally coming home after being away for a long time. That's what it feels like. Not fireworks, just comfort. Just ease. Just the absence of all that noise you didn't realize you were carrying. And if you're still in the middle of it, still waiting, still bracing, still tired, I get it. I was there. But somewhere in the showing up, things shift. And one day you'll notice, you're not doing that thing anymore. You're just here, living, trusting. Not because you decided to, but because you finally earned it. This is Afro Sage.